Hi there. In this video, we are going to discuss about variable in Python. Well, at real life, variable is something that can vary. For example, if I were to ask 5 people, hey, how old are you guys? Although this is a question I shouldn't be really posing, but anyway, let's say I got the answer from those 5 people. And their age are like 23, 34, 45, 56, and for another person, let's say 67. Now, in this context, age is a variable as it can take different values and it can be any number between 0 and a billion, right? Now, let's dive variable in Python. In Python, variable is like a memory location by which you can save or store anything for some purpose with any name you want. Let me demonstrate by writing code in Jupyter. Okay, here we go. Imagine I want to save a variable named Saif with my name for say, okay, whose value is 6. To do that, let's write Python code as Saif is equal to 6. It means I am telling Python, hey my boy, save this variable value at your memory. Now let's hit the run button, or you can press Ctrl plus Enter at your keyboard to execute any code. After that, I can write the variable name to see the variable value in my output. Remember always, you have to recall the name to see what has been stored with that name. Here you can see, I got my output after calling the name. In addition, you can also print the function name to recall what has been stored. See, that works even using print function. And we got the same output as well. Okay, now let's talk about the character. A character can also be used to define a variable. Let's say we want to create a variable named X that can hold the name John. So let's do that here. Keep in mind that you can use either a single inverted comma or a double one when typing characters. Let's recall a game with variable name X. And here you can see, if you hit the run button again, here you got the output. That's great. Well, in practical cases, a variable needs to be contained with multiple values or characters. In Python, you can do that very easily. You can assign multiple values in a single line of code. You have to use third brackets while defining variable values. Let's create a variable named age with several possible values, such as 25, 34, 45, 56, and 78. And now if you call the variable named age, here you got the output. Okay, that's cool. Now guys, we have learned a lot of things about variable, but 4 things you should remember while defining the variable name. Number 1, the first character of a variable name must be a letter or an underscore. You can see it's not working if I try to use the variable name as follows. Like if I write 12 Saif is equal to any value, and if I run the code, you can see here I got an error message that says invalid syntax because a variable name cannot start with a numeric value 12. Okay, point number 2. Name of a variable cannot have any space between words. For instance, if I write, S space A space I, so I'm using some space between the words in my name, is equal to 5. You can see again if I run that, it's not working. So be careful with that. Don't use any space. Okay? And then again, point number 3. Name of a variable can only contain alphanumeric characters and underscores. This is actually a solution if you want to use multiple words as your variable name. Or maybe you want to skip using a space. For instance, if I want to write both MD and Saif together as my variable name, I can write MD underscore Saif is equal to 5. So here the variable name contains the underscore. And you can see if I run it, that's working great. There is no error coming out. Cool. Now finally, point number 4. Remember, variable names are case sensitive. Let's say your variable name is Saif. You cannot use Saif with S is capital letter instead of a small letter if you had already assigned with a small letter. So it's up to you how you have been assigned the variable name. But when you're calling the variable name, you have to call with exactly the same name. So here you can see, initially I have assigned with a small letter. Now I'm trying to call it with a capital S and I'm getting error. It says Saif is not defined. But if you provide accurate name, you will not get any error. So that's a little bit introductions about variable in Python. See you again in the next video. And before you finish my video, make sure you do subscribe in my YouTube channel, or if you're watching this video from some other platforms, make sure you connect with us. Thank you.